Okay, here's a great sequence that will explain a few aspects of effective velocity. This is an Arrieta fastball, outside part of the plate, 91 miles an hour. So effectively, that's between 88 and 89 miles an hour. Now the hitter is a little bit late, but if you look at some of the things that go with this, his left arm completely extended. The barrel, he's really close to being right on the barrel. And so just the fact that he fouls it back and he's underneath it a little bit would lead me to believe that he's just about a quarter of a tick late. But for all intents and purposes, he's right around the speed of this pitch, around 88 or 89. Now, the second pitch in this sequence is 93, so only 2 miles an hour difference in real speed. But where it's located is very different. It's in that middle up to up and in area. And he's extremely late on this. It's really hard to tell without seeing a side view exactly. But you see the left arm is very bent, which means he's taken his hands in towards his chest because he realizes that he's late. And the ball is not passing over the sweet spot, it's passing over the handle side of the sweet spot clearly. In fact, if he hits this ball, he probably breaks his bat. We could measure this if we saw the side view, but they didn't show us that. Now let's look at those two fastballs and see what, if anything, is similar about them. Now if you look in the upper right hand corner, you'll see that we're at about 0.083 seconds. That's just a little bit past a quarter or a third of the way right there. Just about 0.133 seconds is roughly a third of the way. And those two baseballs look really similar. One of them starts to move towards the up part of the strike zone, and the other is on the outside part of the strike zone. But take a look at him, the hitter. Let's try to get him perfectly aligned as much as possible. Front toe tap, same time. Heel goes down, same time. Hips open, same time. Hands coming through, really close to exactly the same time. In fact, at one point, it looks like they're right on top of each other. So in essence, what's happening here is that this hitter is sensing both of these pitches to be exactly the same. One of them, he's pretty close to what the result is. The other one, he's not even in the same vicinity. That's effective velocity at work right there. That's two pitches that have the same tunnel but end up with two very different EV reaction times. This one he's not close. The other one he's pretty close to being right on the money. And then he comes back with this. This is an 80-mile-an-hour pitch, curveball, slider, whatever you call it. But it's just down at the bottom of the strike zone. Might have even gotten the call had he not swung at it. But he's not close to that pitch. And he's not close to this pitch that's up and in. But the reason that he swings at them both is because they both have that tunnel. Those are right on top of each other until way after the point where he has to initiate the swing. So Arrieta has reached his physical capabilities of reacting. The 96 at the top part of the zone is faster than he's prepared to hit right at the moment. And this 80, he's not even close. Because you can see this goes over the end, off the end of his bat. He doesn't miss that just because he's under or over it. He misses it because he's not even close to being at that time. Now, let's look at another sequence where speed actually hurt him. This is a fastball middle, so the effective speed is about 93, and he's a little bit late. He is extended, and he is on the barrel, so he's just a barely, maybe a quarter of a tick again, late. So now, instead of adding speed to that fastball like he did in the last sequence, this time he loses some speed to the outside part of the plate. And this is really the only well-struck ball that happened in the 5 innings that he pitched. this ball was actually hit really well. So when we look at those two on top of each other, what you're going to see is also effective velocity at work. But now it's working against the pitcher instead of for him. Tunnel, perfect. Right on top of each other till a third of the way. Hitter, foot down, same time. Initiating swing, same time. Bats coming through at the same time. Everything's the same except the effective velocity of the second pitch. That's the difference in so many different cases. Most of the time, Arrieta is on the other end of having deception help him. But in this case, deception is hurting him because it goes right into where the barrel is at, and it goes right into where the hitter's attention is at. When you go back and look at the end of the year, end of the day, end of every period of time that you want to look at, this is the most common hard hit ball. Fastball, and then a slower effective velocity fastball. You see these two locations. The one in the middle is 93. The one out here is just about 90. And that's the difference between balls being hit well and guys being late or early, depending on how well he's used his deception.